Hey, Brandon, how are you, bud?
Are we here? Are we on a podcast?
We're here on a podcast currently, on the Couchfish podcast of all of them, by the way.
Whoa.
The fastest growing 5-star podcast in history.
That's impressive.
I
Look at
wish
us.
it were true.
Hey, we lie about almost everything we say on this podcast, so.
I haven't been honest once with,
No, not even once.
Would never.
I am a shell of a human.
I am actually very introverted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I am ethically non-monogamous.
You're not married.
Wife? I mean, oh yeah.
I wonder how many people actually full-blown lie with their personalities. Like, I know people put it on or whatnot, but like, how many people...
Full-blown lie.
Yeah, like full-blown, like, a different person. I'm curious.
Narcissists?
Yeah, okay, if we want to get very real, you're completely right.
Isn't that, like, the definition of what a narcissist does?
I believe so. I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but I can tell a narcissist a million miles away because they can't hide it. They think they're hiding it, but they can't hide it. That's like the whole thing. But you're not a narcissist. Nice try, dude.
And I've been flying under the radar this whole time.
Yeah, right, dude.
I only care about me, myself, and I.
Yeah, sure. That's the one thing everyone says about you. Everyone who's ever known you, that's what they say.
Humble? Yeah, right. More like, more money, me, please, now.
That part is true. Okay, so this is what narcissists do. They bleed in information. So, okay, you're getting me a little bit. You're hooking me a little bit, but I don't think so.
I'm 6'9", and I'm a black man. I'm telling the truth.
Hey, remember we talked about the last conspiracy theory podcast we talked about?
Mm-hmm.
Until, like, when you said if I said I was reptilian, you'd go... you know what? I will...
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it. I can't for sure. I will never say anything with 100% certainty. I live by this. Because if you do, then you close your mind off to things.
Yeah.
I don't want to give an example because I went to all my morals in a row and I was like, no, I would do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Like, but there would be an nth degree of like any one of your morals. Someone posed this question to me. You ready?
Yeah. Ready.
Think of something like the one undying moral standpoint that is your spine line, that is unshaking, that you've never been proven wrong, or you believe in and no one can ever take away from you.
I don't know if I have any of those.
Narcissist! Mine was, those who are capable should take care of those who are incapable.
Okay.
And that's not labeling someone like, oh, this person's always strong, this person's always less. At any given point in time, if you are capable and you see someone who's been taken advantage of or is incapable in that moment to help themselves or help those around them or something's happened to them and you have the ability to do so, you do so.
You live by that too, and I've witnessed that way too many times.
Oh, that's why I have back problems, dude.
He has back problems because he'll be driving here and be like, hey, we're going to film all day today. And he gets here 4 hours late, and he's like, some guy needed his car pushed, and I did all the work. And he did. He got on his hands and knees. He comes in black and just everything. His shirt is black, his hands are black, face is black, which I think he did on purpose.
I did not think it would look so good, though.
It looked
right?
good, yeah.
It looked great.
I dapped you up, and it was like a good one. It was like...
I felt like myself finally.
Yeah, you were you finally.
I was you. I was me.
You've been masking this whole time.
I know.
White masking.
I've been in whiteface this whole time.
That's super offensive, dude.
You're
fake for that.
I'm sorry.
Cameron, you were super fake for that. You know what else is fake? Conspiracy theories. That's where a title would go, and then like written by, and then credits would roll because we don't have much.
No, absolutely not. And we don't edit, so enjoy.
We verbally do the edits. You imagine the edits, and that's the editing.
Also, if you're just listening, all of that happened just now. Like, really
it was crazy.
Nuts, dude.
There were sound effects, too.
We got George Lucas to do all of it.
It was crazy. Did you see Morgan Freeman? Of course you didn't. You're just listening.
We couldn't pay him to talk. He's too expensive. But he shows up for damn near anything to just stand by.
Yeah, we do like what everybody else does. We pay Morgan Freeman to just stand here and look.
Yeah, and put him in a Slim Jim and 4 cotton balls.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
Took it.
He took it.
Kept saying he's God. Sounds like he's stuck in past roles, but it's whatever.
That's fine. He's method actor. I get it.
He's method, yeah, sure. Or he's been taking method acting too far.
Taking way too much method acting.
We're doing a part 2 to conspiracy theories. Can I preface this with, how are you upset that we're talking about thought experiments? Because people got upset
Oh, did they?
that we were talking conspiracy, like hot.
I only saw one. Are you talking hot?
That we're talking conspiracy theories, as if we're trying to mold the young minds of the youth and the old dementia-ridden people.
Yeah. Well, those I do take advantage of actively.
Because if you can, you should.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the inverse. That's the exact opposite of who I am.
Nope, that's what I heard. And
Okay.
That's what I'm going with.
God.
Cameron does this, so I should too.
Narcissist, just hear whatever you want. Just paint your own world around you. Must be nice.
It's so cool.
Oh my god. I only saw one comment, and it was terse, but it was just very cut and dry. It was like, hey, listen, dudes, this is not what happened, and here's an example of what did happen, which was not good, by the way. And then I said, okay, cool, that's very interesting, thank you. I didn't know that. And I asked a clarifying question, and I just went, yeah, well, that's enough of that for me, thanks. I'll be tapping back in with non-conspiracies.
Were they referencing conspiracy theory that we talked about?
Yes, it was the Challenger.
Oh, see, people die, and people assume it's one thing, other people assume it's another thing. Can I say something wild?
I really wish you would.
Unless you have a family member on the Challenger, doesn't affect your life at all.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying it doesn't affect your life at all.
Sucks that a kid like watch that on TV, you know what I mean?
Yeah, understandable, but me talking about it shouldn't affect your life. The fact, okay, if I think the world is flat, if I think Earth is flat,
Yeah. What does that do to you?
that doesn't ruin your day one bit.
No.
If you're getting upset because another person think the world is flat,
Yeah, if it was flop.
maybe you're the problem, not me. I'm just saying, preface,
Don't get so upset.
thought experiments, just go with it.
In fact, everyone don't get so upset. For the love of God, dude. If it's any consolation, just keep this in mind. We were joking the whole time, our entire careers.
We've been joking the whole time, all 7 years.
Yeah,
We believe it all. We're 6'9" black men.
that's exactly right. And blackface is cool.
And we contemplate editing for the first time.
God. You know what? I'm so glad. I'm so glad there aren't like the clips of us online. You know, like streamers get clipped.
We're not popular enough to be clipped.
Thank God for that. Because out of context, all our humor is in context, making jokes you shouldn't, and it makes sense and is funny.
But out of context,
Whoa.
racist, sexist, homophobic.
Oh my God. Bad.
But we're not those things.
Not those
Unless we
things.
want to be because we're narcissists and we can.
Well, for hiding everything.
Yeah, we are.
I think the strong should take advantage of the weak.
Yeah. Hood Robin.
Yeah. I'm robbing your entire hood and giving it to me.
As the story goes.
All for one.
So we're going to do conspiracy theories. You're not going to get upset because
No.
we don't believe any of these, but we are going to attempt to believe these things.
Yes.
That's the point of a thought experiment.
Now, if any of these scare you, just remember, it's a joke.
And it doesn't affect your life at all. If it didn't, if your life isn't affected starting this podcast, it won't be finishing the podcast. Promise.
I don't think I'd ever forgive myself, though, if I sent someone down a conspiracy hole.
It's fun.
It is fun. Just get out of there.
Yeah,
though.
get out of there.
You gotta get out of there.
I've
Honestly,
been in it deep.
this is as far as you need to go. Like these little touch-ons, even if we're wrong about a few of them, screw it. What does it affect you?
We're going to be wrong about all of them.
Literally all of them, because it's kind of the basis of them, right?
Our job is to take bold choices that aren't correct.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for clarifying that. That's a perfect way to put that.
Yeah.
As far as comedy goes, and just us as individuals, blend into our normal lives, is making really strong decisions in the moment for comedic effect that usually are hyperbole.
Yeah. We're just completely wrong.
Or completely wrong for funsies, and then see where that goes.
Yeah.
Isn't there it could be a conspiracy start, for all I know.
Maybe. Maybe we're the type of people. Well, this one's a good one to start with, I guess.
Oh my good gracious God. Okay. Yeah. No, let's ease them in. Good call. Dip a toe with this one.
Yeah, let's dip our toes in. I think the government killed JFK.
110% they did.
I don't know this one.
Do you not? May I?
I mean, yes, please.
Okay, so from what I understand, the story goes that the FBI came, or FBI, no, CIA, excuse me, the CIA came to JFK and they offered a plan, and I forget what the name of it is.
President, by the way.
Yeah, you might have heard of him.
We don't have. Some people watch from Australia.
Oh yeah, sorry. JFK was the president of our United States.
President.
Yes, and he. The story goes the CIA came to him with an operation that basically attacked our own coastline, and then blamed it on Cuba to get an embargo.
Wait, so we attack.
Don't connect this.
We attack ourselves.
Don't connect this. Yep.
We punch ourselves in the face and say, "No, Cuba hit me."
Yes.
And what's an embargo?
It's Mom! Ow! Mom! Mom! Ow! Mom! Ow!
What happened?
Brandon did it.
We don't.
What the fuck? Usually how it goes.
Yeah. All right. An embargo is like a trade treaty or what?
A trade stop, I believe. Oh my God! Don't let me be this wrong.
Well, just vague.
I sure hope I'm right.
Like the idea that now we don't have to ship stuff to Cuba because, hey, they did bad things to us. Now we don't have to. We're out of a contract.
Official ban on trade. So I don't know if you knew this. You know, Cuba was led by a dictatorship for a while.
Yes.
There's also theories that we have had a hand in many of the world's dictatorships, which were previously democracies. We gently came in and stoked the fire and overthrew the government with a concealed coup in order to rock their economies. That's just a theory that people throw around.
So that the dollar go up.
Yeah, the dollar do go up, though. That's the cool part about it. Anytime there's, a totalitarian regime that comes in place in another country that's doing pretty well is dollar go up.
Dollar go up. May I second preface this video?
Please.
I understand that when dollar go up and bad people say dollar go down, that does affect people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You can't do anything about that.
No.
Don't get mad when someone purposefully crashes the dollar. It sucks.
crashes the dollar directly into the side of a building.
Crashes the dollar into a building.
Yeah.
When they were a trained pilot.
Yeah.
It affects you, yes, but can't do anything. Focus on the things you can control. There. That's it.
I'm just saying. What's our tax rate right now? 32%?
High. My tax is 40-something%. And then we have California tax.
Frick me in the frick hole.
Federal is 40-something%. State is 10. I think 10 always.
California.
10 or 12.
Someone said online basically they did the math, and if California became its own country, it would be like the 4th highest earning country in the world.
It's because they're taking all our money.
Yeah.
It affects me, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I complain, but it doesn't affect my life.
I'm just saying there was a time not too long ago where some of our English friends might remember where we went to war and left over 8% tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you?
What?
Did they try to exit?
Yeah, but not before full-blown... not before dumping on your goddamn oolong in the barber, bitch!
No wonder y'all like tea so much. We took it!
We turned your ocean into tea, bitch! So, all I'm saying is... JFK was like, nah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous to do that. That's crazy. And then basically was like, okay, so the CIA has way too much hold on everything, so I'm going to go ahead and probably sail something. And everyone's like, dude, don't do that, because then that ties into a bunch of other things. He goes, well, I'm going to gently start to disband the CIA then.
And you can't do that.
You can't do that, unfortunately, because they have their fingers in so many sticky pies.
Was that back when the presidents thought they had all the control?
That is exactly about that time. I think it's actually the exact same time when presidents realize they don't.
I just wonder how much they know.
I know. I'm so curious. Like, honestly, by the way, I'm speaking so confidently. It's because I read about a lot of this stuff, but that means nothing. I can go to www.imright.com and find whatever I want to back this up.
That is another theory. I don't know what it is, but depending on what you type in, you will get the answer you're looking for.
Oh, yeah. Or the exact contrary.
Yeah. It depends on what you type in. So, like, even on Google, they did research about coffee. Mm-hmm. Is coffee bad for me? And then it's like, yes, 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 coffee is bad for you. Here's why. Is coffee good for me? Yes, coffee is good for you. It is perfectly fine. Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah. It is. So, I get that. It's. They shot him.
But they shot him right in the face. There's a video that surfaced a little while back.
Wasn't it a documentary?
I believe it was in a documentary, yes, where a piece of footage surfaced where it was an angle they hadn't really seen before, where it's actually panning next to the car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it just looks so bad. Like, it looks so bad. I always wondered why Jackie, like, got on the back of the car. I was like, why would you get down? You see the guy, you see the CIA, the passenger, CIA, lean back like this. It's blurry as hell. Lean back like this, and then JFK just goes, blip. And Jackie goes, whoa, and tries to crawl at the back of the car.
Yeah, there was, in the documentary, weren't they talking about you wouldn't crawl scaredly to the back of the car or something when her protector, the person who is hired to kill people for her, is sitting in front of you.
Or jump in front of them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. I don't remember the documentary enough to dispute it.
100%. And also on top of that, I don't know. You never know what people are going to do in general. There's two people in the car, and one of them's driving, and the other person, I don't know, maybe he was on snack break or something. Who knows?
Well, here's my thing.
There's Cheetos right in the back, like in the back of the seat. You know, there's like the little...
Oh, I love Cheetos.
Yeah.
I even have my own little Cheeto grabber.
I keep mine right here.
No! Oh, did I do that? I would say, I think at this point, people are like, some people, I'd say half.
Yeah.
Are like, there's no, like, that's stupid.
There's no way that a government would do that to their own president.
It's that, yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
And then, but it's, I mean, what, Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
I mean, they get shot for no reason.
Yeah.
We just don't know. It's either crazy people or like the kid on the roof at the Trump rally. Like all that stuff, that's conspiracy stuff.
That's full-blown conspiracy stuff.
That's weird. That's a weird one.
That's a really weird one. Like his home didn't have anything in it. Like he didn't have any furniture. I was like, what?
They said the counter sniper saw him and were like sat there for I think it was 3 minutes or 7 minutes. I don't remember.
Something like that. Watching him to make like see what he was doing. And like,
I'm gonna wait till he pulls the trigger because he hasn't done nothing yet.
I find it odd that like both sides are like, yo, the other side's doing something weird. yeah. No, he looks to be no, he's aiming directly at the president's face. And he's using his gun. He seems to be cleaning it. I think maybe it's misfiring. It's misfiring. He seems to be. I don't think he knows how to clean a gun. Oh, he's masturbating. Kill him. 2.5 minutes. That's why his aim was off. He was drowsy.
Lost my legs.
Oh, I get sleepy when I touch myself.
I clipped his ear.
Oh, national tragedies, huh?
I know it's not good.
No. It's
people
never
dying sucks.
What up?
People dying sucks.
Is the worst thing possible, I think.
I'd like to remove that and then conspiracize around it.
Let's just do that.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Oh no, what?
I don't know if we should do this one. This one almost gets banned every single time you talk about it.
Can we use code words? And enough that everyone will know what we're talking about?
Yeah, we should use coded words, like 19 of them. Coded 19 words.
Nah.
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
The virus.
Oh my god.
This one's touchy because I've actually had family. I haven't had family, but Autumn's dad's grandpa died from...
Yeah.
And so...
He was 19 years old, right?
He was, 22.
Shoot.
Straight home from the war. So people say, obviously, it was engineered by the media. Or, like, it wasn't the outbreak in China.
Right.
It was manufactured and released.
Yep,
Let's focus on that one. Not the fact that it wasn't real, because it was so real.
It was so for sure real.
It's still real.
I have stuff to add to that, though.
I would love to hear. Actually, we don't know if it's real. Maybe we're all placebo effect and got sick because we thought it was real.
Dude, what if we're all tiny atoms and just imagining that we're touching bodies? You know what I mean?
Nothing's really touching nothing.
Who's to say?
But I feel like it do.
I feel pretty good. There is a story, and these are always fun. I think we talked about this last time, where the stories pop up and you read extensively. And like, when a story like this pops up, I really dive in and try to find multiple sources and try to find The unbiased sources like NPR, as best I can. I don't know if it's someone sitting there going, "Oh, NPR, well, they're just making stuff up too."
I almost said that.
Okay, that's why. That's why I'm checking like multiple sources and like, okay, let's try to find something. Go to Reddit, people. Just go to Reddit and just hunt. You'll find some like actual documents and stuff. There was I forget which country, but basically they said we're not gonna test, and then America said, yeah, you are. It's a worldwide lockdown. You have to test. So we sent a ton of tests over there. And to prove a point, they filled all the tests and they sent them back. And we said, okay, it looks like, oh my God, 72% of your population is affected right now to varying degrees. And they said, oh yeah? They said, you checked all of them? They said, yeah. You said thoroughly?
What did they do?
Goat blood.
No!
They said goat blood. And they're like, so your scientists were just looking for in a microscope, right? And then they showed the difference, the two like blood cells of a goat versus a human.
Yes.
Yeah, they're different.
Oh.
They're very different.
So no one looked.
Yeah.
Made up numbies.
Yeah, it's tough. And then again, that could
that.
be them lying. That could be made up thing completely. I don't know, dude. It's just always interesting hearing this stuff.
Yeah, you just never know. I would say. It kind of goes along with the, what?
Are you thumbnailing right now?
I'm not thumbnailing. We talk.
Dude, I'm not. If you're just listening, you know damn well he's thumbnailing.
We're doing a thumbnail. It's so weird. This is way tangent, and I'll try to make it. Try to make it quick.
Go, I love it.
Let me make it quick. Nothing lines up for me perfectly until I take action. Preface doesn't make sense. Here's an example.
Gimme.
During the pandemic. Forced to wear masks. I hated it.
Oh, everyone did.
One, because it messes with my makeup. Shut up. This is your chance. Rail Brandon in the comments. It messed with my makeup. Two, the bottom of the mask cuts it under your chin, which leaves a huge indent in my beard.
So it was all superficial reasons.
Very superficial. Yeah.
For some reason, I really respect that.
Yeah, it was like, I don't mind wearing it.
I remember that time, specifically that time, I remember your mask would just be covered in like...
Yeah,
concealer.
look at that.
Yeah, immediately, from putting it on once.
There's just a little makeup. That's why I don't wear glasses before filming, because it leaves indents, stuff like that. But throughout the pandemic, I was like, I don't want to. And now, if there's fire, like someone's doing a bonfire, like burning, I love wearing my mask. Because I'm big into air quality now, but it's way after the pandemic. And things like that happen. Like I will finally buy shirts that fit, extra small, nice shirts, and then a day later decide I need to work out, and now I don't fit those shirts. I don't know what that is, but it's like I don't need. I'll throw something away because I've had it for 12 years, and I'll need it the next day.
Oh yeah.
That I don't know what that's called, but I have that with the mask.
Badly. Also, there's something to be said. I think two main things to say here are we're comedians, right?
Yeah.
There's an age-old tale. You tell a comedian to do something, expect the exact opposite.
I guess.
And I think that also represents a good portion of humanity in general. Like, you tell a bunch of people in a room to do this one thing that they find slightly annoying. There'll be a lot of people who go, okay, is there a good reason? Cool. There'll be a lot of people who go, is there a good reason? That's not good enough. Yeah. I don't want to bother with this. It's natural instinct to be like, why? I like questioning. I like going why. But then if you get a good reason, you should probably like do it.
Well, it was partially because I was deep in TikTok, dude, in the conspiracies in TikTok.
Oh yeah.
And you start to believe stuff. The more you listen to stuff, that is how brainwashing happens. So, I must warn you.
Yeah, we're arguing right now that we're technically brainwashing people.
Yes. Oh, I'm not speaking it as though, here are the facts.
Oh, yeah.
This is what, but I would watch it and they'd be like, they're making us breathe in our own carbon monoxide out of our mouth. And I'm like, okay. And I would get scared to wear a mask.
Yeah.
During pandemic.
Right.
And I'd fake it.
You fake the mask? How would you fake a mask?
You like pull it out to breathe. And then now
hold your breath when it's on your face. Oh God. I saw someone F-word, by the way. I lost my fucking mind.
Hilarious.
Oh my God.
Drop that in there.
My first instinct was like, I'm not gonna lie, my first instinct was, oh yeah, that would suck to just a floor right there. I went, no, Cameron, no, that's
Not
like the whole thing. That's literally the entire thing.
But now I've done like a lot of research on air quality and how well like N95 masks will protect you from like certain particles and
Oh yeah.
and so now I'm like, no, I'm huffing and puffing in that mask.
Yeah, why not?
Because why not? It's a filter. It's an air purifier close to your face.
On your face,
That's
exactly.
all it is.
If you have an air purifier in your house, it's that on your face.
Also, take the plastic off your filters. You probably haven't done that. You should do that.
Oh my god! I promise you, of the 9 of you who are listening right now who have air filters, 6 of you have plastic on your air filter.
Open them up, take them off.
Take them off, pull plastic off.
They ain't working.
Bro, not a little bit. Did it happen with us?
No, because I watched those TikToks a long time ago, so I knew. This comes with 5
Oh, awesome.
different filters. Not the same filter, like this one cuts out this one cuts out this one cuts... It's for a video, but I also like to breathe in good air.
Speaking of this whole concept, do you remember about the time there were these headphones that came out by Dyson. Dyson made headphones, and then you pull on top. It looks like a little alien connector, almost like a what are they called? Not Exterminate. From what's his name? Doctor Who. What they're called? Cybermen. And there's a little connector, and it pulls down over your mouth and nose. It's just a little ball. Pulls over your nose, and it's clean air. It's filtering. Like, it basically has 5 filters as well.
Why don't I have that, and why isn't it part of a video?
Because it's psychotic looking, dude.
That's what our videos are!
Oh, god damn it.
You find that for me, you send it to me.
I got you.
I think it goes along with, I was gonna say I believe, but I don't believe, but here's my thing that I...
Just say it already, you believe it.
Here's what my TikTok algorithm was.
Okay.
The whole, because one of these is Bill Gates making fake snow, which I had never heard of that in my life, but I did hear about the mosquitoes. Him releasing
Oh, yeah.
those.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I don't know, like, why.
That's insane, though, right?
But to release something that... this is the thing with conspiracy theories. Let me just rattle.
Please, go off.
The thing with conspiracy theories is sometimes they're so open-ended that you can make connections, like literally make connections that make sense. I want...
Dude, it's so stupid looking. Sorry to interrupt him, but I mean, you look at a cyborg. It's insane looking. Beep. Send it yourself. I'm gonna show them real fast. Beep. Go ahead, make connections.
So like almost. There it is.
Yeah, look at that nonsense.
If you're just listening, you're not watching.
Yeah, and if you're just watching, dude,
listen up.
Shh.
Shut up.
If you're just listening, shut up then.
Like the pandemic. You could say, oh, I can see why they'd want to release something that has a mortality rate of...
We are skyrocketing population. There is, I mean...
Yes.
There's a certain point where we will not have enough resources. I get there's a lot of space on Earth. I get that. But at some point, it does become finite. And we are kind of like technology. We are growing on a great scale.
That is true. The more conspiracies you watch, the more connections you can make. Like
that right there.
The monoliths. You remember those monoliths that would just pop up out of nowhere?
Yeah.
And the plaques would be like 500 million people tops.
Yep.
In the world.
Yep. And we're like, whoa.
That's almost all of us.
Man, dude. 500 million, dude. That's California.
Oops. So you're like, oh yeah, they want the population down, but why? Wouldn't they want more money, more people? So you just go down these rabbit holes and make connections.
Yeah.
When, say you did make the connection.
What if you figured it out, no one else has figured it out, you did all the research in the world, and you got the answer.
They're trying to get us down to 500 million, and they're doing it for this reason.
And here's how they're doing it.
I have 100% facts on this.
And here's how they're doing it.
What are we doing?
Good luck, dude.
Go to work, because whales are coming.
I argue, yeah, dude. Dolphins, they know what's up.
Dolphins and belugas.
And belugas. Did you know it's illegal to try to communicate with a wild dolphin? It is full-blown illegal. I'm gonna try. I'm trying right now.
You just whisper into the water.
That was a weird one for me. Just always, okay, that's the thing too, is you hear weird things with no context, kind of like our jokes. If you hear our jokes with no context, you go, oh!
Can't watch those guys.
That's insane. Done with that. Or I look into this. These guys are insane. Either way, with context, here's my problem. Not a lot is explained with context. Oh, this is an excuse I used earlier. Truth is stranger than fiction in the world that we live in.
Yep.
95% of the time.
Can be.
Like, no, dude, look up any Florida man. Just type in Florida man. Just type in Florida man
Just
right
type
now.
in F. Florida man will be the...
Immediately Google this. We know where you're going with this.
Okay.
I learned something fun. Kind of ties to conspiracies a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry, am I pulling focus?
No, please.
All right. The Florida Man thing, the meme. So basically, for those who doesn't know, in America we have a meme called Florida Man, where for the longest time there'd be like a clip from a newspaper or an online screenshot of some person and their arrest and what it was for and what they were charged with, and it was always like a man stripped naked and covered himself in peanut butter to slip into the grates of
Alligator enclosure.
of an alligator enclosure to then make love to his girlfriend. And you go, about Florida Man again, it was always Florida. And the reason it's always Florida is they're not just actually insane, we're all insane. Stuff like that's happening left and right. In Florida, they have an act where it's one of the only states in America where all that information, like your felonies, are released publicly.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there you
and
go.
I'm hating on Florida people. I'm from Ohio, so who am I to talk?
You don't exist.
I don't exist. I am the meme.
You are the meme.
Although I have a conspiracy that there's something in Ohio. I would go out on a limb and say in America, there are more famous people from Ohio than any other state. And I almost can put money down.
Let's see here.
Almost. It is wild the amount of people, like famous bands, famous people, famous actors, famous everything.
Yeah, like Halle Berry and Paul Newman. LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Oops.
Probably one of the greatest.
Shoot.
I said one of.
Drew Carey, the single greatest comedian that ever lived.
Drew Carey. John Legend.
Luke Perry.
Me.
Oh, you're dwindling, but Jason Kelsey. Kelsey, isn't he the one that was the Taylor Swifties is doing it?
Steven Spielberg.
Oh, shoot.
Come talk to me.
All right, fair enough.
Neil Armstrong. Come talk to me. There's a bunch. The Logan brothers. They're from Ohio.
Oh,
Big
dang.
metal bands. Look up any hardcore metal band. They're from Ohio.
Clark Gable. Dean Martin. Molly Shannon. Oh, no, there's a lot. Oh, no. There's so many. Steve Harvey.
Steph Curry.
Oh, no.
Just want to say it. I'm telling you, everyone famous is from Ohio.
Doris Day. Martin Sheen. What's going on right now? Why are we talk Josh Radnor?
Marilyn Manson.
What is going on right now?
I think I'm onto something. There's something in Ohio.
Something in the water.
Ulysses S. Grant,
Grant.
baby. There was another one. Like, the Paul brothers is obviously the most prominent one for me. But I heard it the other day, there was another person, like, uber famous from Ohio. And I'm like, everyone. Almost, I would say more people from Ohio are famous. It's a weird thing.
I'm curious. I want to look into that out. Those are some of my favorites that spark conspiracies in your own head. Like, you don't even hear about them out loud.
Never heard it.
It's like you discover something very odd. I feel like I discovered these a bunch when I was younger. Like, I'm talking like middle school to high school. You'd find something out like, oh, you have curiosity, like, oh, how many celebrities have my birthday? And you go, whoa.
Yes.
A ton of people have I think Will Smith shares birthday with me. Like,
oh, wow.
Dude, actually a wild amount. I think George Clooney.
Oh, do you want to hear this?
Please.
Music artists based out of Ohio.
Oh, God.
9 Inch Nails, The Black Keys, 21 Pilots, Dave Grohl, Hawthorne Heights, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Kid Cudi, Rascal Flatts, Marilyn Manson, John Legend, and now we're getting bottom of the barrel of all these people here that no one knows about. Doris Day, Machine Gun Kelly, 98 Degrees, Attack.
Oh.
Isn't this crazy?
I wonder. I hate how. Okay.
So many.
I hate how if you want to go find a specific answer, it's very rare you get it. If I type in, where are most famous bands from in the United States? And it goes, well, here's a list of like the top 10 like places that some people have been through sometimes in here.
You're right. It might just be like where my focus is.
The coffee
I'm
thing.
Yep, because I'm not like... Have you noticed how many famous people are from Michigan? But I bet there's a bunch.
I just looked up Connecticut for funsies, and there was quite a bit. Connecticut was like the most random state I think of.
Don't do
South Dakota, North Dakota. Watch, do it. So this is called a logical fallacy, and it's called the, I don't know if it's survivor bias, technically, or if this would be cherry picking.
I would say Michigan has way more.
Immediately.
I'm barely looking. And that is how...
I just want to say that Connecticut was just rife with bands, bro. Like, really good ones, too.
They got Eminem, I forgot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like the top 20 are people everyone knows.
Yeah.
Diana Ross. Oh, I mean, that's an extensive list.
And see, here's a conspiracy got immediately proven wrong with one Google search.
On camera.
On camera. But you gotta search a specific thing.
But you also gotta say, I might be wrong.
Yes. That's the important part.
That's the important part.
That's my problem with a lot of these conspiracy theories that I still go about when I go, is because I look up the antithesis. I say, okay,
smart. How
about all of the proof that this did happen, which is, by the way, hard to find for some reason. I don't know if it's something like doesn't need to be said out, like they think it doesn't need to be said out loud, but it's like, if you know a conspiracy theory exists about something like a national tragedy, I would be first in line if I worked in any realm of the government to be like, I was in this department and this happened here. Like, I watched it happen.
Yeah.
Here's a picture from my phone. You know what I mean?
I think most people, it's me included, with TikTok or YouTube, just get fed information and blind faith believe it. And that's it.
I hate to get political, you know me, but...
Cameron, not on couches.
No, don't worry. It's nothing about our political affiliation at all. I like watching people argue because, as we all know, I love to do that.
You do.
And here's the thing: I argue from a good place because I'm trying to change hearts, not minds, but trying to change hearts. I'm trying to let them know I'm another human, but I'm not a human. I am their phone screen and someone who has it sounds like a slightly different view from them. So then, of course, I get nothing done. So I need to just wash my hands of it. But so what I've done to get my fix is I've been listening to like debates and whatnot. And of course that's also a sham too, because debates are literally just, it's logical fallacy. It's how you can trick. It's like
it's
more
a
like,
technique.
It's a technique. It's like fencing basically.
Yeah.
Where it's unfortunately I loved debate in college. I loved it. So I could see what they're doing and it kind of annoys me. I'm like, man, you guys aren't trying to change minds at all. You're just trying to
win.
You're and hike up entertainment.
Yeah.
And make it bigger. It's why you see like all the people are like, why would you be in the same room as that person? Like you borderline, like you are not intelligent matched whatsoever. It's like they both know what they're doing. They're entertainers.
Yeah.
But this guy, Dean Withers, I think his name is, I like his stuff because he is so goddamn analytical and probably, I would say, there's a lot of debaters, I'm sure if anyone ever watches any of those, there's different tactics. Some people talk really fast and throw out statistics, which you do every variation of this, right? But ethos, pathos, logos, he is so good at logical fallacies where he knows how you say something, which is usually insane. People I watched a live today for like an hour and a half of him. People would call in and he talks to them and they say just crazy stuff. So he makes a big bold claim, which was, Trump should not be president. He has it above his head. And he goes, call in.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, exactly. And so they call in, but it was, now two things happened to me at once. After listening to about 19 people, I went, okay, I don't believe, I think it's really, really, really hard in this world to actually be evil. I think everyone thinks it's everywhere. I've always believed that everyone's good down to their core. It just takes some digging to find it, but it's always there. That's always been my spine line.
There's some good in everyone.
There's some good in everyone, and I think with the right circumstances and the right care and genuine love. I don't know if you heard about that guy who would go around, it was a black gentleman who around the southern states and would talk to Klan members. And he personally made like something egregious, like 400 and something Klan members, like turn their lives around and like leave the Klan.
Did hear that.
Do you remember that guy?
I do.
Amazing. And all he would do is sit and talk. And then he would do logical fallacy. You go, do you hate me? And the guy would be like, no, you seem really cool, man.
Show him
the other side.
The other side.
And never once get aggressive or raise his voice, just very just, oh, do you like that? Okay, says, do you think I shouldn't have the rights you have? Well, I just think like, no, you're cool, but like you're people. He goes, okay, but so my people, I'm part of my people, so.
I am a representation of my people.
When you say my people, then we're all inferior, you mean me as well. No, I don't mean you. I don't mean you. You're one of the good ones. Okay, but you said all of my people. So that means...
Who are you talking about specifically?
Me as well. Yeah, who do you know specifically who you're talking about? And then he like finds ways, like finds old stories, or like where they came from, or like finds the systemic racism, or the family stuff, all that nonsense, right?
Yep.
amazing, absolutely incredible. I believe in those circumstances that can heal people and change their minds. You just need to just point out, stop every time someone says something emotional, pathos, stop them dead in their tracks, say, what you just claimed is this. Is this what you believe? And then it was crazy listening to these people like one by one, like kind of get caught in a loop. And they actually, it's interesting. Dean Withers does this great job of like bringing them in, letting them express themselves, and then kind of just pointing out their own logic to them and letting them come to their own conclusions, where half these people who I would assume, the way they sounded, it's the people who you see typing online. You go, oh, this is not going to go well. And they go, well, no. And then he actually gets them talking, and they go, well, you got me there. You got me there, actually, about
That's
that.
tough to do, by the way.
It's so hard.
That's tough to do in a debate.
When have you ever? You?
All the time. In arguments with my wife.
Oh, okay. Well, that's...
It's hard, but I get that.
She gives it to you or you give it to her?
Well, both. But I'll
Yeah.
say something because, like, heat of the moment, blah, blah, blah. And she'll be like, but da-da-da. And I'll be like, you got me there.
Now, hold on a minute now. You're making some damn sense.
God damn, you're so smart and so hot.
Yeah, come here, babe.
Wow. Let's not fight, but let's
Do the other thing.
fight.
We have two settings.
Fight with these.
Let's fight with these, yeah.
Not these.
Yeah, babe, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight with you. I want to fight for us.
Did you ever watch, like, this is controversial,
Oh, God. I don't think I'm ready for another one, but go ahead.
Steven Crowder? I think that's his name.
Sounds familiar. Who's Steven Crowder?
He did something similar.
Hey, Jameson, who's Steven Crowder? I think he's on break.
Yeah, that's... Our third is gone.
Yeah, dang.
I think his name's Steven. I don't remember. Louder with Crowder, I think his show was. But he goes to, like, colleges, or he sets up a table, and he does the same thing as your guy, where he says...
Yeah. Something crazy.
why Trump isn't racist changed my mind.
Yeah.
And he would debate with people.
I do recognize him. I don't think I watched a lot of his stuff, but please continue.
I don't... when I'm watching debates, I don't have a stance either way.
Neither do I. I purposely, that's why I'm watching, is I want to be swayed.
Yeah, I kind of just want to hear... I think I just like debate.
Oh, we love it.
I just love it. So I like watching his because he obviously will come in well prepared.
Oh,
it is not a... It's not even a competition because it's unfair to begin with.
He's also going to colleges where there's fresh... 19... What were you doing when you were 19 years old? What did you think about when you were 19 years old?
Brother, everything they're thinking.
Yeah.
But in here, not out here.
No, when it comes... somewhere between here and here, there's a disconnect because there's actually not really... This isn't formed yet.
No, not yet.
This, if you're just watching, listen to this. This isn't formed yet. Your frontal lobe is not... You're not a person.
Not till you're 20.
You're still in the oven.
Ish.
Enjoy your wet cake. That's the argument that people make. And it's so sad because then you just... Sorry, continue.
I agree, but like I don't want to say like college kids argue all the same, but they kind of do. They're
learning from the same professors.
He is obviously an entertainer and he knows what he's doing, so he comes with these logical points, which may or may not be right, and then he gets them to talk emotionally.
Yes,
which they've already lost because he's just going to keep logically hitting them, and they're going to say, "Yeah, but this, I feel like this."
Yeah.
Well, your feelings don't matter, and then that's like the...
That's called a thought paralyzing cliche.
Yeah.
Was basically like well, do your own research. It's basically like you've lost this conversation.
Yeah.
You're done here, and it's also kind of fair because it's like I don't know. I hope. I did go back and forth watching it like a while back where I was like, I hate this. Like he's doing this for likes. He's doing this for views. He's taking advantage of these kids, and this is permanent on the internet. Then after it was like, I'm not happy about what these people go through and how they look on the internet, but I hope they took it positively and went, I'm going to learn a lot about these things and never let this happen again.
Yeah, I feel like most people who debate will come into a debate hot off emotion, and then they come on, and then they haven't done the research.
No, it's mostly emotional. It's, whoa. And also, that's kind
Trump isn't racist.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he is.
He's openly said that, yes.
And then you build from what you know, which you haven't done research, which he might be. It doesn't matter. It's a argument that, in the grand scheme of things, does not matter. Even if you sway my mind, oh, Trump isn't racist.
Well,
I'm doing the same thing tomorrow I did today.
And also, all the things that are happening in America right now are still happening.
It will not change anything. That's why I don't debate with people. Because I'm like, I believe you. Whatever you say, I believe. I haven't done enough research because I don't care enough to know.
Yeah, because it's not going to affect you.
Because it doesn't affect me. But that's hard to tell people when it does affect them. Because like my wife, her family's from Mexico. They've obviously had the scares of, people raiding homes, taking kids away from... And that freaks my wife out for good reason.
This does directly affect you.
It does directly affect me. I can't do anything about it.
Right.
So dwelling on it and being angry about it makes my life worse. If something bad were to happen like that, then I can get heated.
Yes.
And I can start doing something about it. But I don't know... I think...
There's a line.
I think the world, government, whatever it is, wants you to believe you can make change. But
not as much as... You don't think that you can make those changes as we can?
I don't think so. I think the change to be made is not to feed into it.
I think
until you need to.
I like that a lot. I really would like to hope that, honestly, if we just all stop paying attention, that it actually removes their power.
Easy for a white man to say.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here's where we go. This is the point I was going to make a second ago. So, I believe there's a line. There's a lot of people right now, I think, who just got a little bit tilted. She said, it doesn't affect me. It's actually a thought-canceling cliche in its own sense, which is, oh, you're saying that because you're white and you're rich. Therefore, and a man, and cisgendered. Therefore, you wouldn't experience all those things, and of course you're not affected by them, so why would you care? But I believe there's a line, because there's a lot of things. Everyone has privilege. Everyone has some kinds of privilege. Everyone has certain privileges, right?
Yeah.
And
we definitely have the most.
We know. We're well aware, and that's why I'm so careful about saying this stuff. But I believe there's a line. I believe there's somewhere down the road is how much should I be flipping out about? I'm an activist. I actually go. I go and go to protests, right?
I'm all for that.
I love it.
All for that.
I love it. I just like being part of something, and I don't know.
Protest away.
Go nuts. Have fun. Let's go do stuff, guys.
Yeah. I just don't think it. I think you would live a happier life if. It's easy for a white man. It always comes back to that.
I know.
If you just ignore it.
Let's pretend for a second. We're nothing.
Okay.
We don't exist, actually. We're looking down to Earth. Here's what I'm saying. I believe there's a line, because you should always be aware of your privilege, right? And then also try to only speak on matters that really affect you. And then, in my opinion, leave those conversations up to the communities that involve them to have those discussions.
Sure.
That's where I land. However, there is this line where, like, I do get kind of like, I need to go more on your route and, like, stop thinking about this stuff, but, like, I do go on this rabbit hole of all of the injustice in the world, all of it. And, like, hey, bro, if you think it's rough here, zoom out. It gets worse and worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, it's hard to see past your pain. So
yes.
I'm trying to, if I put it in a context for me, which it obviously sounds bad, but I'm trying to boil it down to, this affects me directly, and it affects everyone, no matter skin tone, no matter race, nothing. So, taxes.
Right.
I am well off in the sense that I make a certain amount of money that puts me at the top of the bracket.
Right.
Oh, wow, you guys don't want money. Shut up. I am at, like, there was one year where I wasn't buying stuff for videos I didn't have to, so I have no write-offs.
Right. Yo, you took... Wow. There's no analogy for this.
No. I literally spent zero money on videos because I was like, I would rather save.
You were smart. I mean, on paper.
I was homeless.
No, of course.
So opportunity came, saved that money. That year I paid over 50%, so over half of everything I made that year, which was
gone.
An insane amount I've never seen before.
You looked gaunt when I came in the next day.
Gone.
You looked gaunt. You were like, wow, okay, so big oopsies. I found something out.
Yeah.
And it took a toll.
It took a toll, but guess what? I paid it, and I didn't do anything about it.
Say, silver lining. I paid it, and then I wept.
Well, then I'll put in context. I'm still paying it.
To this day, right?
From 2021,
yes.
I'm still paying that tax bill.
Yes.
Because no, you still don't have all that money left. So I'm saying something directly affects me, a straight white male in America who has the most privilege, who affects everyone. If someone took half of your money, it's similar to these other things. It sucks, but if I spend my entire year stressing and having a bad day because taxes, they're just gonna take, I'm gonna have a miserable life. When at the end of the year, I know I'm just going to have to pay it because I can't do anything about it. Right. Nothing I do will change that.
And this is one of those. I have another thought paralyzing cliche, which is basically if we all thought like this. I hate this one. If everyone thought like you, nothing would ever change. And I don't necessarily like that.
I don't know. I don't think that's true.
I don't think it's true either. I think humans are humans. I believe some people are built for certain things, some people aren't. For some reason, like I'm really good at debate, but when it comes to things I actually care about, I'm trash because I go, no, what you're doing is wrong. That's flat out, and the idea that you're arguing against is honestly making me physically angry.
Yeah, I think it can go either way. We're two different people. I am of the type that.
But we're actually just atoms, just floating.
We're just atoms. We're not actually touching, but it feels like we're. I'm the type of person who doesn't. I don't care.
Yeah.
About a lot in life, except the things that matter to me, my family, protecting them, providing for them,
being superior to my minorities.
Yeah, being big and everybody else is peasant.
Yeah. And honestly, government take half as long as I have more than others.
As long as that half is still way more than 1%. And my well-being and health.
Yeah.
I can control those things. I physically can control all of that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I cannot control how much I pay in taxes because I do not control how much I make. I cannot control the views I get on YouTube because I do not control what you watch. So I can't stress about any of these things. I can stress about, my body's breaking down. My kids are sick.
Right.
My wife isn't doing well. We're broke. I can fix those things by doing something about it.
Yes. So I think you've learned over time, correct me if I'm wrong, that anything outside of your control stresses you out so much that you have learned to tune it out.
I just can't. There's just so much. But you are the opposite because you have so much.
I have so much.
You have so much and you are passionate about a lot of things. Like your moral in the beginning of the podcast, that if you are capable and someone is incapable, you have to help.
This actually ties perfectly into the whole concept is, I also believe this is a little theory I have. If everyone in this world is, and I know it's better to work with what you have than imagine a perfect world with no wrong choices, but if everyone's looking out to the person to their left and the person to their right, that's all they were doing, and making sure that the person to the left is taken care of and the person to the right is taken care of, everyone on this planet has two people watching out for them.
Yeah.
So any of my men, I don't care where it is. I don't care who's around me. The person on my left, the person on my right, and usually more, if I can take care of. I like to help a room's vibe out when I can, things of that nature.
You're very good about that.
If the person on my left and right are taken care of, or something I see pop up, like injustice, I just can't fucking handle it. Just inflated goddamn, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I think people call it white knighting or whatever. No, I'll fucking break someone's skull. Like it twerks me somewhere. It twerks me? I start twerking, dog. I start throwing ass.
I understand what you're saying.
I will, it's much to many of my friends' chagrin, just being in downtown Sacramento, and then my whole night is Korean. I just leave with
I've seen
it. Yeah, you've been present. And, that's something too, is I think I get tired, to be personal. I do get tired and exhausted of, defending myself to my friends who are, massive, that's all they talk about is politics.
Oh.
And
okay.
I have so much of it going on already. I'm like, dude, listen, I'm on your side, and I don't know why you're talking at me like we're not on the same side. I hate that.
Yeah,
they speak at me, and I'm like, brother, I'm on your side, and just personally, this is very personal and kind of mean, of the two of us, you talking to me, you have been present over 400 accounts of times where I'm doing what you're talking about. So why are you
coming at me?
Why are you coming at me sideways when I have receipts of you not doing the thing that you're talking about you doing? I don't like that. I get a little testy because then you know what that is? That's a little bit of an injustice. That's a little bit of, you like to talk online a lot, don't you? You like to seem big.
Yeah, understandable.
But you clam up when you see an actual thing happening in front of you. I do not. That's when I spark.
That is true. I've seen that.
You've seen it a couple times. That's just me being defensive. That's all that is. But
I would say you being the polar opposite of me in that sense, no one is wrong. There's no wrong here.
people fill roles where they need to.
Yes.
I am not strong enough to go online and then fight the good fight and try to put the good word out. I can't do that. I'll lose my mind. I will spend. You see me spend 2 hours.
Oh, you can't do it.
I can't do it. I wouldn't do anything else. I don't have the strength to do that. But my friends are real prominent online. They are stronger than me in that sense, so they do that.
Yes. If one of your friends who is a woman, something bad happened and she wanted to do something with her body.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Then you fight the good fight and you help your friend.
100%.
You take a stance and you say, what do you need? How can I help you? And then you do that. And that's when you take action.
100%.
When it directly affects you and you can.
When the people I'm touching and taking care of are affected immediately, and that's when you should act. 100%. I don't have this narrative of like, everyone needs to just be sprinting into the streets and, well, that's what happens on January. When everyone goes preemptively, we're going to all do this thing, and you go, what the are you doing?
Well, I've seen stuff where it's like, you see people like breaking these mom and pop shops and just breaking in, you're like, that sucks. Why would they do that? And then you actually hear them out and you're like, oh,
well,
okay, I understand it.
So the insurance covers it. Okay.
So you're building, I got it. I see where you're coming from.
I get it.
Like, in the sense, everyone has a valid reason, because I'm from the South.
Mm-hmm.
I don't live in the South anymore. And I did not marry a woman who...
She's way south.
She's south. So south, it's north. Okay?
Right.
I have family in Arkansas. Like Trump.
Yeah.
Bleed red.
Mm-hmm.
And then my wife grew up in California.
First of all, can you rephrase that? You said it a little off. My wife. I can't believe you just got away with that. Continue. Sorry. There it is. What was it? Do it again?
She bleeds blue.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, her and her family are.
They have to.
Yes.
It would be weird to promote the thing that is against you.
It's funny you say that. There's quite a bit of it.
I know. It's in our family.
What the really?
So it's like...
Someone who could be deported.
Could be. Yeah.
What in God's name?
But I'm like, in my head...
Not.
I understand my wife hating Trump. And I'm like, yeah, you're right.
But then you can see the other side.
But then family from Arkansas will be like, hey, he's gonna make it, he's gonna fix all this crap that so-and-so did. I'm like, yeah.
From your perspective, I see where you're coming from. I get it.
That would be awesome. Would love that.
Everyone's right all the time, by the way. Everyone is right, no matter what you think.
I don't know. Hey, and can I end it with, we're stupid and dumb and we're wrong and everything we say is stupid because we're white. We make good money and we live in America.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're straight sometimes.
I think that's why I only feel sometimes, barely. I think it's why I feel like comfortable. I don't like to touch on other issues that I can't speak on, but like things like that. I don't like the idea that I cannot express emotions where it comes from like morality sense.
We have a say in the game.
Use our voices for good,
I think we have a say.
And also because I know I can back it up. I back it up on a personal level. I back it up. I have, by my own hand, backed up all of my talk countless times. So I feel comfortable talking, but I just don't like...
I agree.
I just, I'm such a people pleaser. I do not like people... Just one comment just deflates me. Like, what? Wow, you're one to speak on this.
Why?
It's so dismissive. Poor me.
We have it so bad.
Oh God, I hate this.
We're sitting in a 6 acres with a house.
Yeah.
Complaining about having to pay.
Sometimes people say stuff and they're dismissive. Like my voice isn't heard. Like an entire people's voice isn't heard always.
There's really no matter, the reason I don't ever talk politics, I don't talk money, and I don't talk religion.
I think it's all we talk about on this podcast.
Hey, we need to stop. I love how we got away from conspiracy.
We gotta knock this off.
Part 3 coming soon with real conspiracy. I don't talk about any of those.
We got 2 in.
That's all we need.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what podcasts are for. You can't talk about any of those. you can't take if you're someone like us, you cannot take a stance because the world already is 50-50 split.
Here's the thing. Oh, always. Here's the thing. That's what I want to do. Don't make me take a stance, and then people go, you have to take a stance. If everyone thought like you're like, okay, here's my stance, and they go, you can't. Well, thank you for adding that information and mansplaining. Like, okay, what the fuck do you want me to do? I want to help so bad. So I'm resigned to just protect everyone around me. That's what I'm doing.
Just know we have a stance on everything.
Oh yeah.
We just don't say it out loud because one, it will not benefit anything. It's not our job. It won't change anything, and until it matters, then we'll say it. No, and you didn't ask for our opinion, so why would we give it?
Can I give a big one?
Please.
I think the only thing that separates almost all of us is tax brackets.
Hate that.
I know it. Listen, that doesn't mean that people in different tax brackets can't be friends and allies and help each other out. It's with the moral, obviously, all line up, but at some point, I think we're all fighting amongst these little things that differ, and the things that affect us in our lives, very specifically, and our pasts, and our PTSD, and our trauma, moving forward, being careful of that. We focus on what directly affects us, but a lot of the other stuff, like the white noise that's always happening around, I feel like it's just distracting from...
I'll say this, but I hate how it always goes back, my mind always goes to, easy for you to say.
Yeah.
I was homeless.
Yeah.
I've had that. I've been there.
I'm not villainizing you, by the way, at all. Does it feel like that?
No, but I can feel like...
Oh, them? I feel the comments? Yeah.
Someone who doesn't know, it's easy to come in and say, these famous YouTubers, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember my point, but, oh yes I do. From, like, when I was nonstop watching TikTok, nonstop watching YouTube, and just digesting. Just pure media always.
You're getting ulcers.
I got ulcers. I felt the most sick I've ever felt. Mentally depressed. Like, bad. Mentally bad. And since I stopped, which it's probably been 8 months, 6 to 8 months, since I don't binge YouTube. I will watch, like, highlights of, like, stuff I like. I don't watch YouTube. I don't scroll TikTok. I don't scroll. Best mental health I've ever been in.
Oh, yeah.
Best physical shape I've ever been in. And you go through this period of, like, I have to know what's going on. You don't.
Nah.
I have survived and thrived, not knowing I didn't know who was running for president until we did a video.
That sounds healthy.
I had no clue. I knew Trump, but I was like, who's he going against? And that was it. And, like, I don't know a lot of things. People will call me, my dad will. He'll call me and be like, are you all right?
I get that from my mom.
Why? Oh. And then it's like the LA fires or the massive earthquake or this. And I'm like...
It's crazy. I'm always fine.
Brother, I'm happy. You've actually scared me today.
Yeah.
And I would have went my entire day, 1, not feeling an earthquake, 2, not being afraid of an earthquake I'm not going to feel. So, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm sure you'll feel better if you just don't doom scroll and soak up other people's thoughts and opinions and just breathe enough to let your own come out.
Ooh, very good.
Yeah. But it is the healthiest thing I've ever done in my life. And that's the most serious I'll ever be, boom.
I love that.
Back to comedy.
They're jerking each other out. Are we gay? Who knows?
Who knows? Everyone knows.
As to say. Yes. I will say this, and I know everyone's mixed views on this. I think, we're super careful about what we say constantly, especially on camera. I don't know about you. We've talked about this before. I know this about you. We have contrarian brains, where immediately you say one thing, you think, you immediately imagine the worst thing in your head of what someone could say and, like, to shut you down and deflate you.
We're primed for that. That's our job.
We're trained on it. I've been like that my entire life. And so sometimes I find myself over-explaining on a very basic emotion. Like, I want to help, but sometimes I feel like I'm doing more harm than good. Just saying that. However it comes out, I have to over and over and over explain, go down this rabbit hole. Just thinking of what someone could say in that moment to be the exact opposite or antithesis of what I'm thinking and feeling. I think we're trained to do that, and I don't think this is insidious. It's not one of those conspiracy theories. This is just, like we talked about last time, like tilting your head down, watching your phone for too long, like, I'm doing it to myself. The phone is entertainment.
Yeah.
It's how long can we keep eyes on this, right?
Because it's money.
Because it's money, and that's just factual.
That's what everyone's out for.
Yeah, they just want money. I get it. I think
Also want to make money.
literally everyone wants money except me. I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, you and my sister.
Yeah. Oh, really?
She's like, I don't need money ever. And you were the same way. Like, I'm happy with what I got. If I have more, cool. If I have less, I'm happy still.
If you got none, I got a bunch. We both got some.
We share?
100%.
Yeah.
But where was I going with that? Phone.
Saying that, looking down at your phone and the neck thing. It's not. The phone's not doing that on purpose.
Got it. It's contrarian values. It kind of sucks, but I wrote this really, really, really long response, but very well thought out to someone basically talking about that, how it feels like everyone's at each other's throats all the time. So I'm going to start back when the internet was first, when internet first dropped, dog. Fresh internet, where you at? Basically, to get your point across, people realized very quickly you couldn't just say, I hear you, and then explain your entire thought process. Hard to type.
Yeah.
So you had to be very concise. You like things like, hate this. And it started this culture on the internet.
We haven't grown one bit.
No, we
There's
haven't.
still comments. Hate this.
No, we've gotten really good at it now.
I really, really, really hate this.
really, really, really hate this a lot. I bought a thesaurus. Not only do I hate this, but I also hate this.
I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, no, sorry. It's on my desk. It's on my to-do list. But basically, there was I have this theory. I don't even remember back in the day. I think we were too young to give a hell. But way back in the day, news stations actually had laws in place that would make them give both sides of the story.
Yeah.
And then when we done away with that, I think Reagan did away with that. Then that's what started this entertainment wars, where now that's where you see those montages. If you haven't seen this, look up. It's crazy. Look up news stations, same script. Just type that in, click the first video. It's nuts. All the news stations everyone talks about, and they say, oh, I would never listen to this one. I always listen to this one. They are all saying the same thing, dude. And they're all very contrarian. Just, oh, here's the ultimate in the spectrum, and then here's this in the spectrum.
Yeah.
Always keeping you at odds.
There's something about it. Yeah. I think it just boils down to if whatever you're bringing in is what you create.
I agree.
So if you're watching Fox News or you're watching I don't
CNN,
know.
NPR, it doesn't matter.
TNT,
Yeah.
I don't know what TV shows.
Fucking The Onion.
The Onion. If you're watching enough of that, you start to create that. Like,
Oh, yeah,
out of
you
your
look for
mouth.
it. You look for it.
Yep.
You find it. iRight.com.
It's kind of like you can tell what people predominantly think by how they talk.
Oh, yeah.
So I know what you're thinking about because
don't say it.
you subtly just bring it up all the time. It's stuff like that.
Yeah.
So kind of like your friend who watches this certain creator who does news. That is how he talks. But if he
Yeah.
watched Joel Osteen, who is a preacher,
He would start talking like that.
he would start talking like that. So if you're watching media and this fear-mongering and this hate and this bigotry and sexism, women's bodies and this and that, then it's gonna come out and it's gonna be angry
Tonal.
because you're taking in angry. If you take a break, you start to get like, oh, it's all me now.
Yeah.
It's on me now.
Whoa, I was. Why are my shoulders up here for so long? 3 weeks? I was like this?
Relax your tongue.
Whoa, dude. Yeah. Drink some water, by the way.
Drink some water. And in the end, I will wrap up my closing thoughts. Nothing I say affects your life. None of this matters to you.
Sorry if you hate it.
If you hate it, that's on you. If you love it, that's on you.
I hate you if you love it, and I love you if you hate it.
Yeah, and we're all just atoms not touching each other, but we feel like we are.
We're comedians, man.
Do you have closing thoughts?
I do. So about that.
So back to conspiracy.
Back to conspiracies. Titanic. There's 2 of them, maybe 3 of them.
There's 3, I think.
Someone pointed out there's 3 of them, actually.
I didn't know. I'll look into it.
Thank you for that, by the way. About the contrarian thing, I believe that was sort of like the decomposition of communication online. And then that bleeds, like you said, it bleeds into normal life, right? I've noticed when you go outside, and you know me, I'm almost only outside. All of that conversation somehow dies away. We live in Sacramento, right? I think Sacramento is the 8th or ninth most diverse city on the planet.
I would say more.
But would you say what? More
diverse.
Yeah, I think ahead of us is like London.
It's got to be major cities.
Paris.
Sacramento is like, not just because we live here, it's wild.
It is wild.
It's everyone.
It's everyone, and also it's like sprawling, but also packed. It's very confusing. There's a lot, I've bounced all over Sacramento my entire life growing up.
We love it.
I absolutely love it. When there were people talking about like appreciating someone's culture, I was 6 years old, like kicking down a door to like learn how to roll lumpia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was getting my taste of like the different cultures naturally, and it never was a question in my head until everyone started saying, "Oh, there's so much racism in America and whatnot." First of all, we are the most diverse country in the world. Is that correct?
Oh, I have no clue.
I have no clue. Well, we're up there. What people talk about? Oh, America's still racist. Well, or racist and cultural differences. We're a melting pot. It's insane.
That is true.
It's insane. There's so many different people around.
So many?
There's so many.
Have you looked?
Bro.
So many.
I stay looking. There are so many kinds of people around. So many.
I've seen you swipe Tinder, and it's like, it is not copy and paste.
Oh my god, no. It's not cookie cutter.
It is.
So jarringly different. And it was crazy you pointed out. I've never noticed that until just now.
Everyone was different.
Hear people say I don't see color.
Yeah.
As stupid as that sounds, we all know to hate that phrase. Well, I don't notice it until you just said that. I'm literally in my head going through the last time I was talking on Tinder, which was last night. I'm so sorry, everyone. If you're in my area.
He matched.
I love you and hit me up, please.
He probably matched.
It's like... It's a melting pot. There's everyone. Like, everyone's represented. No, that's in our tax bracket, I guess. Or wavering tax brackets. Too. It's like, because it's so sprawling, but also tight, close, you mix. You all just mix, and it always feels like, I don't know.
Well, it feels like it stems from like way down here, where like people who are white, European culture, and then people from Mexico, like their cultures are different. They have tiny different values, certain things of like, no. When you come over, you have to bring something.
You have to.
Like, it's disrespectful. And then the European will say, that's not how I was raised. And they get mad about that. That's not racism. That's just...
difference.
I have a different idea of how the world should go because I was raised that way. You have a different idea. I don't think we should stab each other over it. Just either bring something and eat it, eat the conversation, or have a talk about it and say, I'm not going to do that. That's not my culture. If you don't want to respect that culture. I don't know.
That's what you did there. Have a taco about it?
Have a taco about it.
Yeah. No, I totally see what you're saying. I don't think I've ever really experienced... The only jarring culture change that I've experienced, and it's not just white people, because Sacramento is a crazy melting pot. It is wealthy people whose house I've gone to. They have this weird dynamic where they don't say what they mean, and that throws me off worse than anything in the whole world.
They don't point out the awkward.
They don't point out the unusual, the awkward, anything. So like, if that were to happen, if we brought food over, or if they came over to our place and they didn't bring food, and they go, I didn't know I was supposed to bring something. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know I was going to have to. Yep, very bad. I didn't know I was going to be providing for you invited us over for dinner, so it's interesting. But how quick? Next time, I don't want to. Yeah, exactly. And then right when they get in the car, it's just wow. Those people, just
all of them,
every last one looks anything like the people we were just housed at.
They all look alike. They all sound alike.
I find that too. With like the upper echelon, I have noticed there's like they're so quick to just go, oh yep, blanket statement from this one experience.
When they're just mad.
They're just upset about this one experience they had, and they don't have the emotional wherewithal to actually express what they were going through, or what they feel, or how they felt embarrassed because they didn't know the culture. But also, like, I don't know, bring something if you're coming to hang out.
Just to be clear, I always brought something to my wife's family get-togethers when I was courting.
You have to.
Oh my god, I only brought beer, which I didn't drink, and I was like, because I know her brother's like this. I know her dad likes this. I know her mom likes this.
There's so much stuff that I do that seems like common sense to me that I blow when people don't do it. Like, not leaving trash in people's houses.
That's
or
a big one.
If I'm like...
I'm racist because of that.
Against whites?
White sleeve trash.
White sleeve trash, dude. No, yeah, just people just no wherewithal. So I found too. It's all. Yeah, it's just all people. It's all races. It's all money. It's all anything. It spans everyone. There's just people in different areas. Some groups of people more than others. Whites suck at that.
Right.
Also, if you're one of the last people to stay at a house, like at a party or at a get together, and there's dirty stuff, yo, offer to help.
You should clean. You basically live there now.
Yeah,
Go
honestly.
home earlier.
In my culture, we spend the night after having a big meal.
Oh.
And fuck your wife.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
well,
willing to respect your culture.
honey, I don't want to say this. I'm trying to turn a new leaf.
Then I'm gonna sit on a flying carpet in the corner and watch. I want to respect your culture.
Oh my god.
I think it doesn't. You know deep down if you're racist or not. It's not like I might be. No, you know.
No, you know damn well.
You know. And I think you can sit in confidence and say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Because we know we're not, and we know we're good.
Racist. They know they're racist, right?
You do because you know you dislike a certain person for a certain reason.
Right. Like 100%.
Like I dislike certain people, not like groups of people, but
No.
like certain people who are not white. Everyone can get it.
Bro,
Everyone can get it.
rated E for everyone in these hands.
I don't
wait.
care.
Oh, I cast
I perform lay on hands.
perform lay on hands. Absolutely anyone. I do not
Anyone
care.
can get it.
It's when I see a bully, that's my problem. And by the way, I don't know if I'm alone here while we're getting on this. I don't want to keep you guys too long, but what is that?
116.
Yeah, I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I stand by this. I view passive aggression as full-blown aggression. It hits me, I've told you this before, I would rather take a dog bite than a cat scratch. I view passive aggression like, oh, wow, you forgot, we didn't know we were supposed to bring anything. I guess I must have missed that in the email. Oh, you didn't send an email, did you, either? Oh, so it's not really, okay, so it's not our fault then.
Are you really mad, or is this a joke?
Doing? Are you
How do I console
embarrassed?
this?
Yeah, listen, it's cool you didn't bring anything. I'm sorry for bringing it up, but also like,
Just so you know,
yeah.
so it's not weird later. I'm your ally here.
I'm also probably alone in this. I love the uncles. I love them so much who just go, hey, what, you didn't bring anything? What are you doing?
The door's where you came in without stuff.
Give it more. I swear I'll give you more. And I understand people get their feelings hurt, but I feel more comfortable in that environment.
I would almost feel more comfortable if an uncle called me out and be like, what did you bring?
Right. Oh, you didn't.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, gotcha.
And then your girl can go, hey, leave him alone. Like, leave him alone. You go, oh, well, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Cool. Now we have an entire conversation going, and now you know, and you will bring something next time.
Yeah. Rather than one of her brothers pull me aside. Hey, you gotta bring something.
I don't like you. Yeah, dude. Ow.
Bring it up.
Because, by the way, if someone doesn't bring... All right, my final PSA, and then I'll leave you alone. My final PSA, and I mean this. From a vibe setter, from a protector and a friend, hear me out here. Call out the unusual. If you're uncomfortable with something in any situation ever in a room with other people are experiencing what you're feeling. And the longer you take, please.
Can I give an example?
I would love to.
We went to LA recently, last month.
Yes, we did.
And we were playing pool at a pool house.
Oh.
And just to show you that Cameron stands on business, we're playing pool. This drunk guy comes up, and do you mind if I say it?
Out. Go nuts.
This guy comes up to Cameron.
Oh, by the way, I'll preface this. On the TV screen, Elon Musk was in the Oval Office, and his son was talking shit to Donald Trump, the president.
Yeah.
It was kind of nuts. I had like a mind-breaking moment. I know it's going to happen. I don't give a politics for this reason. I go, whoa, okay, I'm going to process this for a second. Because that's right?
That's odd.
That's nuts. No? Anyone? Oh, all right. I'm going to play.
Yep.
Continue.
So Cameron's standing on business. This guy walks up to Cameron. Cameron's 6'4". This guy's probably 5'7", 5'8". And he's drunk. He comes up to Cameron and he says, hey, you're a big boy. You'd be great on our team.
Oh, good to have you on our team.
It would be good to have you on our team.
He assumed.
And Cameron was like, what's that? And he said, it'd be good to have you on our team, and shows his shirt, which I'm assuming was a full-blown Trump shirt.
Oh, keep going.
I didn't see the shirt.
Oh,
I
brother.
I just understand what he was doing.
You know those opaque shirts where there's a wolf in the foreground and there's an opaque wolf in the background, or like those people who take band pictures where tuba in the front and then opaque and there's like black lighting in the front.
Yes.
Trump.
Okay.
I'm like 1,000 of them. And I was like, something about the good to have you. Good to have a guy like you on our team. I went,
nice to have you.
what the fuck? What does that mean?
This is what Cameron did. Because the guy went for a handshake. He went for a dap. And Cameron said, what the fuck did you just say? And he's like, no, you're crazy.
No, dude, we are not on the same side.
He just completely like pushed. The guy was so drunk, he just like, yeah, and he just walked away. But Cameron stands on business. When he says point out the awkward, in front of a group of his people, him coming up to Cameron, what the fuck did you just say?
Did you say to my face, dude?
No.
In front of that guy had
You said, I'm not dapping you up.
You're insane.
You're insane.
He had like 8 friends with him or something. Dude,
Came in with a posse.
listen, if that were to go down, which it never would, because I'm telling you, I don't think people are much like that.
In real life.
In real life, I think I was probably the worst experience that guy had that whole day.
Probably.
From being like that all day long, I think I was probably the worst. And all I did was say, dude, what the fuck? No, I'm not dapping you up.
Dapping you up over that.
Are you insane? I'm not on your team. Dude, go away.
Random stranger. It was super cool to watch. He did not approach me. He did not ask me to be on a team, so I didn't have to cower as I would have. I would have dapped him up.
If you would have dapped him up, no, I would not let you. I would have dove.
Because I will just, I'm opposite of you. I will agree with whatever you come up to me with, because I'm just not going to cause a fight.
You're doing the same thing I'm doing in a different way. Yep, you're...
Brother, we're one and the same. All right, I'm never talking to you again.
Literally in your head counting seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Never have to talk to him ever again.
Oh my God, Cameron, you're never going to guess what this
I
guy
saw the whole thing. I'm gonna kill him.
Wolves.
Wolves, dude. Wolves. Trump wolves?
Trump wolves.
Oh my God. Throw me the wolves, I return an alpha, and all of them pregnant. Yeah.
That's the end of our white rant.
Sorry. Hey, we're allies. Or not. Or yeah, you're right.
Don't even watch this one.
Honestly, you should turn it off now, because now we're into conspiracies.
Have you ever heard?
Number 3 on the list. Do you want to close out with just a quick number 3? We have 8 minutes.
Number 3 was that.
And 4 is...
the world ended in 2012.
Oh, yeah, wrap this up perfect, please.
So the Higgs boson was turned on 2012. People believe that CERN accidentally created a black hole within the Earth. Earth sucked into a black hole in the end of 2012, and we are not in the world we used to live in.
No.
We are in a black hole.
Yes.
Which, there's a lot of stuff out there that was like, oh, I could see that.
Right.
It is scary.
Like, a lot of bad stuff happened the entirety of our childhood, actually.
The Aztec calendar lined up with it. It was wild.
That was... Damn, dude. That is too much. That's a little too much. That's a lot.
Yeah, but people go on, like, disprove the Aztec calendar stuff, blah, blah, blah.
Also, there's a whole theory that, like, a big chunk of, like, the Dark Ages were either completely lost, or, people say, like, Caesar, I don't know if it was Caesar, one of the rulers, basically reset time because they really were infatuated with the idea of being a leader at the turn of the century. So we're actually not lined up to where we should be.
I've heard that, and that poses, like, all the Mandela effects.
Yeah.
Because we're not in the same timeline.
Boom.
That is a wild one to end on.
That is kind of nuts. I'm so sorry. If we're all in a black hole, in 2012 we were stuck in a black hole, does that mean all of Earth is in blackface?
Yes. And guess what?
What?
It's okay.
And it looks kind
Listen
of good.
here, little white kids. You're...
Wait, you got a problem with black faces?
What? Sounds like someone's a racy.
Show your support by showing up to school in blackface. All of the children listening between the age of like 6 to 11 years old.
They're gonna crop it.
Everyone.
We're gonna cut this. Cameron, this is the reason we go to court.
Oh my God.
We're gonna get indicted.
All right. Okay, hold on. Redaction.
Redaction, we're joking. Don't ever do anything we say or do.
Hear me out.
Stop.
Go into your mommy's purse, right? Reach in. Fumble around. You'll find a wallet. It's like a rectangular, thin piece of it's usually cloth on the outside of it. Unbuckle that. You pull out a nice red or gray or silver or black little plastic card, and you go ahead and you go straight to our direct messages, and you type in all the letters and numbers you see. Are you good at letters and numbers? Are you good at letters and numbers?
Yeah, put them in order.
Put them in order.
There's a 2 in there. There's 7.
By the way, if you heard, sorry, you first.
Don't give us your credit card information.
Yeah, if you heard any of that and you were like, wow, these guys are pushing this agenda, that was a joke.
Welcome to our channel.
Hi guys, we're Couchfish.
This is the serious we've ever been. We're never going to do it ever again.
And you guys are Couchfish too.
Yeah, you all are fish.
I would say be nice to everyone, right?
Hey, just be nice.
If you see someone struggling and you can help them out.
Yeah. You got a little extra, someone don't, give it.
Now you both got
feel
some.
led to. Boom, now you both got some.
Isn't that nice?
I do it all the time. And I did it when I was homeless, so shut your...
Yeah, right? That's another big thing. But most importantly, you know who has a lot? Mommy does. So go right into Mommy's purse.
Coin purse.
Coin purse specifically. Send us all the nickels and dimes you find.
Yes. Scroll through her photos. If you find one where Mommy's, uh-oh, that's us. And send. Well, it depends. It depends. What does Mommy look like?
No.
You don't have a preference?
No! Melting pot, baby!
All right.
We talked about this before. I don't have a type.
You don't have a type. I have a type. That's not racist.
It is. You hate white women.
That's not racist.
It is.
I cannot be racist. I love every white person I've ever met. My mom, my sister.
Not sexually. I'm sorry.
I've been with a white woman before.
A. Out of how many?
3.
I've
only had 3. Why are you looking at me?
I don't know, bud. I don't know.
33% is not racist.
You're so right. Wait, can I guess the second one? Mexican?
Yes.
Yeah, there it is. All right, cool. That's not racist. What is that? Preference, I guess?
It's okay to have a type.
It's okay to have a type. Yeah.
Like
I got one.
Like all my best friends are all Sicilian.
Bunch of greasy wop dagos.
I'm not allowed to say it, but he is.
I am.
Yeah. Wop Dagos, was it?
Whoa, dude.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
By the way,